My people, things dey happen for this life no be small. Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to Promise Words for the real gist. Greetings my lovely people. If today is the first time coming across to this channel, please try and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page Promise Word. This video one I wan watch so na about the girl wey be say dey find condom for inside her private part, and dem come dey say na infection na dey worry the pikin. Dem no know say na condom na dey for a private part. My sister, this video when I see am, e touch me. Things dey really dey happen for this life, no be small. Na the mother of the disease now na come dey talk about, dey explain wetin happen before she die. How the pikin dey tell am say, mommy, I dey pass through stress, I dey pass through this one, come carry me from this school. Im mama no still hear. Before she die, so na the mama na dey talk. The mama na mama Lydia, because the pikin name na Lydia Okpaga. Na the pikin na im die, so na dey find condom for inside her private part. What a wicked way. Since when the pikin take die, na the first time when be say im mama dey come and come explain the way the pikin take die and wetin the pikin talk before she die. Abeg my people, my advice be this one, say make we try make dey lis ten to our children. You know say children dey stubborn well well. At least we need to dey lis ten to them, whether bad or good. So make we watch.
It started on the 18th of June, on a Friday, when my daughter sent a message and later called that we should come and pick her for medical attention, that she has an eye infection. But the teacher, she used her phone, said she will be in trouble if I come on Friday. So the next day being a call day, Saturday, I can call and come and pick her. So the next day I called the matron in their clinic and told her my daughter had called complaining of an eye infection. So I would like to come and pick her. And she said yes. My daughter had come to her on Thursday and said from her words, she said my daughter told her that, matron, this my eye has started again. But she said if I would, she was using an allergy drop for her, which wasn't working. So I said yes, it can be an allergy, so I would love to come and pick her. But she said if I bring her home on her return, she'll be kept in isolation for 7 days without going to school or mixing up with her classmates or schoolmates. So I didn't want that for her. So she said there was an alternative of me paying and then the school bringing her to the clinic for treatment and taking her back. That was the very first time I heard of that, because I've been taking her out even for medical checkups. So I agreed to that and they brought her to me at Nisa Premier. They attended to her. They brought her in company of a nurse, a teacher, and there was another kid in the car. So when she asked why I didn't come to pick her and I explained to her, she said that the kid in the car was given an exit to go and attend her mom's birthday. And that she has never stayed in isolation after going back to school. So I said, I was surprised when we had finished her medication and it was time for her to go back with them. She asked me, mommy, are you still leaving me to go back with these people? So I told her that she shouldn't worry. She should go and get her things together. I will secure an exit from the principal and then come and pick her. So when she left, I called the principal and the principal asked if she was still there with me. I said no, she had to go and pick her things. And then I secured the exit for her. He said, when you get to the school, call me, madam. When I got to the school, I called the principal and he won't pick. So I called the matron and the matron said, since they've established that it's a bacterial infection, they will take care of her. I shouldn't bother. I should go back home. I called the principal, and the principal said the matron said they can take care of her, and if I take her, she will stay in isolation for 5 days. So I actually turned and was going back when she called, my daughter called through the school phone. And she started crying that, "Mommy, I said you should come and pick me." I said I came, but the school wouldn't let me. So when she was crying, I got angry. But she asked to speak with my brother who was with me. After they had ended the call, I asked my brother what she said. And she said, "You people don't even know why I'm asking you to come and pick me, and you're going back without me." And the house mother told my brother that she couldn't even walk to school on Wednesday, 16th. That's the Wednesday before the Saturday. That she had to be supported by her friends to go and write a test, which she wrote crying, and advised that we disregard whatever the matron is telling us and come and get her. So at that point, I asked my brother we should go back and pick her. I tried reaching the matron and the principal severally, but they wouldn't pick. So I sent a text message asking that she be released to me. By the time I got to the school, I went to the security post and asked to talk to the principal. So the security man called the principal. When he asked him who was there, and he said I was the one. I don't know what they discussed, but he shifted away from me. When he came back after their discussion, I asked him what he said. He just said, "I don't understand what he was saying." So I was there for a long time, from 1:30 to, for a long time. I kept on calling. I kept on calling, and none of them would pick. So, but later the matron now called and said, "Madam, I'm just seeing your message. You still want to take your daughter?" I said, "Yes, I do." So she said, "Okay, I'll talk to the principal to arrange an exit for her." After about 30 minutes, I called the principal twice. He wouldn't pick, so I used my second line. I called him. When he picked, he said, "Madam, you don't want me to rest today?" I said, "I'm sorry, I just want to take my daughter." He said, "I'll soon release her to you." It took another 30 minutes. Then the security man came to me and gave me the phone. He said, "She's coming out now." When she came out, my daughter had her hand over her face. And then she went and stood by the wall. When I wanted to take her, the security insisted I must provide my ID card for them to snap before I can take her. And that was the very first time they were asking for that, because I had 2 other children there and I've been picking them. So I gave them the ID card, they snapped, and I took my daughter home. Immediately we got home, she wouldn't eat. She just went and switched off all the lights and laid there. So I thought she was just angry that I wouldn't come and pick her when she asked. I asked her, they said you couldn't walk to school. What happened? She said, "My eye was the problem." Then I said, "So who helped you to school?" She said, "Her house mother and 2 of her friends." So the next day, which was Sunday, she was home with us. But in the evening, I noticed that she wasn't looking too well. I told her we'll go to the hospital tomorrow. But by 11 p.m., she came to me that she vomited. She now laid in my room with me. The next day, early in the morning, I noticed she asked for water. And her movements, I noticed she wasn't coordinating as that. So I rushed her to the clinic. When we got there, in the process of giving her drip, they said because she was too weak, they had to insert a catheter in her. In the process, they saw a discharge. They tested that and found out it was condom. And then when they tested the urine, they said it contained dead spermatozoa. And then throughout her stay, even though she was in a semi-conscious state, she was fighting and shouting, "Please, just let me go. Let me go and pee."
Why did you call her Karen?
She died early hours of Tuesday. She just left.
E not finish for there, so the pikin na e come see dey fight, dey try to talk wetin e be say she dey pass through. So she come discuss with her friend say wetin e dey fear most na rape, but the thing na e don happen to am. So the pikin na e come go mark some page for Bible, that is Job 3 verse 18. E come mark am, and the mother come see confirm am say e pikin mark am. If una dey see the Bible for there, so where e for mark am, na im be the Bible be say one of dey see for the screen, so na im she mark say na wetin e dey fear don happen to her. So im mama come still confirm am say pikin mark Job 3 verse 18, say the thing wey dey fear for life and come still happen to am before the pikin die. Make we continue watching.
And one of the markings was Job 3 from verse 18, verse 20, 25 of it says, "For the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. I am not at ease, nor am I quiet. I have no rest, for trouble comes."
E no finish for there. You see the way e don say this country e dey very corrupt. Something wey happen to this small pikin, dem no even care to even investigate the matter. Even the paper wey be say dem bring come for hospital say see wetin happen to am, dem find condom for her private part. Police commissioner for Nigeria, so for Abuja for there, so he come seize the paper make dem for no investigate am, because the people wey get this food dey get money, use money close their mouth. Na make this country so called Nigeria, you know, like better. Mo hear where the lawyer for the talk am.
But when civil society says we want to talk about Karen, the FCT Police Command decides to clamp down on us, wanting to stop the rally where we wanted to talk about justice for Karen, coming after me, going to harass my family and threaten our existence because they do not want to. Is the FCT Police Command the public relations officer of Premier Academy? A mother lost her daughter. The mother paid all the medical bills before the daughter died. Medical report comes out and police holds onto the medical report tenaciously, not a copy given to a mother. A mother does not have an official explanation for the death of her child. She has to get the explanation from the back door, because the police, according to them, do not want her to to give the press, the media, the medical report.
Na here where the lawyer for the talk na, even the hospital bill na im mama na im pay am by herself. And the people wey go investigate the matter now, one audio record come as about one of the students for the school wey attend the school, and she herself to pass through molestation for the school. More listen to the audio record.
Hi, good morning. So I would rather express myself through a voice note. First of all, I'm so sorry about the death of this poor little girl. She didn't have to die. I feel like I kind of feel guilty. I don't even know why. For some reason, I haven't been able to concentrate since I read about this, because honestly, like I said, I'm an ex-student, and since I was in Premier, while I was in Premier, honestly, there was a problem of pedophiles. Like, I can say that as of now, as of today, I'm very sure that they still have, 3 known pedophiles in the school. I think one of them is even like head of house school, house within it. I can't remember, but one of them is like he was promoted. So I'm so sorry for this girl's death. It's really sad she had to die. But please, if there's anything I could do to help, if there's anything, if you need someone to anything I can do to help, please just let me know, because I feel for some reason very guilty for not reporting all those staff that way. It wasn't even just, it was staff and like drivers and cleaners. Like, it was a whole bunch of pedophiles in the school that were taking care of kids. And the vice principal knew about it, the ED, that short woman, she knew about, like, they all knew about it, but everybody just kept it hush hush, like hush hush hush. I know of only one teacher that was while I was there, that is, not actually two, Mr. Alade and this Hausa teacher, they were both like sacked. Mr. Alade was sacked because he tried to, one girl from my set, he wanted her to come to his office for, obviously you know what, right? And she reported, and the other staff literally chastised this girl and said that she was seducing this grown-ass man. Anyway, at the end of the day, he ended up getting sacked. Also, the Hausa teacher that was teaching us Hausa when I was like in junior secondary school, he was known to be like telling girls, oh, your boobs is like Nicki Minaj, oh, your hips is like like he literally would sexualize children for his own pleasure. He was also sacked, right? So I would say that Premier Academy is guilty of carelessness and negligence to their students when it comes to having pedophiles around, period. As an ex-student, I can testify that Premier has a very terrible habit of, not taking sexual harassment serious. Period. Like, they do not take it serious. From an ex-student, I would say it with both my legs on the ground that Premier Academy is one way guilty of this girl's death. That condom that was found in her should be thoroughly investigated, because knowing being an ex-student of that school, they are guilty. Like, they are very careless when it comes to their students. They are very careless. They usually do not take all these sexual harassment things serious among staff and among students. Some students were also sleeping with students and they knew about it, and they did not put anything any serious measure to make it stop. Like, I'm so sorry I'm sending you so much voice notes and ranting, but honestly, I personally feel like, being an ex-student from that school, I feel some level of guilt knowing that that school is very, very, very careless about sexual harassment. It's very, very sad that this little girl has to die. Really, is really sad. I just really hope that Premier is either shut down, because honestly, I'm sure she's not the first, and I'm sure she's not the only person that has something to say when it comes to sexual harassment in that school. I know of ex-students, I know of myself. I personally have experienced sexual harassment in that school, in the sense where I'm walking and staff smacks my ass and it's talking about, oh, your nyash is growing. I was fucking 12, 13, 14, 15. I can't remember, because I feel some form of, not responsibility, but I feel some form of attachment to this girl's death, knowing that Premier has pedophiles as teachers in that school.
That audio record, so na the information when Root TV gather, na be that voice record when we say una lis ten to just now. And this small girls when we see dem find cut off her private part, so she's just 14 years old girl. When we say dem find cut off for inside her private part, police wan cover the case, although dem wan cover the case make dem for no talk about am. For small girl, the small girl, dem no even fit give am justice just because of the corruption wey full that Nigeria country. See this voice record wey una lis ten to just now. Everything wey that girl talk na true. The principal, the teacher, all of them know about that thing. Say they rape that small pikin for that school when condom stay private part, or the pikin wan just sit down chook condom for inside private part without say person no rape am for the school. But all of them cover, or just because say they get money, they no wan make they close this Premier Academy school. No make dem close am. Everybody use money to cover policeman, cover lawyer mouth, cover everybody mouth. Imagine dem even still go dey threa ten the lawyer wey be say he dey fight for the poor girl. Mo hear wetin the active principal of the school got to talk for this.
Those findings by the family are shocking, worrisome, and unbelievable. They're unbelievable because all what I know is that she left here on Saturday, 19th of June at around 4:20 or thereabout. She was at home on Saturday
Sunday. Monday morning, we got a call by the mom that she has been hospitalized. And instantly, we mobilized, we went there. The matron and one of my colleagues, because I was busy somewhere checking some of these jam center in town. So they went there. They were with the family before she passed on.
Akinshowo debunked most of the revelations made by the mother. He described them as shocking and untrue.
That again is shocking and unbelievable. The very week in question was the week of the continuous assessment. And not the real exam, not the third term examination now, but second continuous assessment test. And if a child, maybe for one reason or the other, is unable to write the test, we have provisions for makeup. So in the case of Kerry now, for her to be supported to the classroom, why? If she was really sick to the point of being supported, it's just a matter of calling the parent, please pick her up, and then we'll give her a makeup some other time. In all the tests, she took all her papers, and the results are even out. She did well in all of them. So if she was not in the right frame of mind, as is now being purported now, then the performance in those results will be nothing to write home about. So it was never true.
We further asked him about the audio allegation made by the ex-student, of which he said they were untrue.
No members of staff have ever molested any student here. No student has ever been abused. Are you with me? Every organization has its own policy, rules, and regulation. We take exception to when a teacher goes beyond the ethics of the profession and begin to engage students in things that they are not supposed to engage them in. There are boundaries between a teacher and a student. When a teacher is beginning to say things that they are not supposed to be saying, then we as a management, we have to come in and do the needful. There was a letter that is being circulated here and there. It wasn't child molestation. It was just careless talk with students. And we waded in, we investigated, and then the teacher was shown the way out. If we don't care, we wouldn't have brought such up. The guy will have still been in the school now. What happened? The child was not molested. No child has been molested there. No child has been abused there. It was just talk, reckless talk.
Una hear wetin the active principal of the school talk about the girl. They don dey talk and say who don die no fit talk again. Na this girl matter so. And the other matron say the pikin fit get diabetes when e come the school because she no fit talk for herself again. All this thing wey they just dey talk so na just to cover up the matter. Make they not investigate the matter. Make the small girl not get justice for herself and for her mom, because it's not easy for woman to train up pikin reach this stage. You come hear say e die. It's very painful. And this girl, so he need justice and mama need justice. So for that person, that teacher, him or her, when rape this pikin so. And if una wan hear the full video finish, una go Root TV, go listen to am finish. Credit to them. My advice maybe say I get for this video be say make we dey try make dey lis ten to our children, make we dey pamper them. Anytime when they come for school, make we dey ask the question with smile, with love, with play. So that make them for dey tell us things maybe say dey happen to them for school. Even when person go see threa ten dem say no talk o, no do this one, they go still talk. Just because say for that love and for that confidence wey be say they get for us as their parents. So maybe they are very especially more they always lis ten to whenever they want to tell us something. Because if we no dey lis ten to them, they no like tell us anything wey be say e dey happen to them for school, for road. Share with us the ideas and the things wey be say dem want, dem know, and the things wey be say people do to them for outside. Na the one wey be say I still know na be this one. Na say my take come share na with una. I no still to know. Anybody wey still know more than me, una leave una opinion for the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. Like this video, share. Stay with me for promise for the real gist. See you for my next video. Peace out.